putting down Woody. I don't want to play with you anymore. And
yeah,
like,
it's so
Kaya's the new hotness. Kaya's the Buzz Lightyear.
I jinxed it. Last week's post show, I was like, we don't want to see any more Wushonics, and they're all gone now, so whatever. We'll get into game number 1 on Demon Island, Soul and Ryze. Second place in the previous tournament, looking to match that success with this win over Experience and Fakey. Experience and Fakey very strong, though. Okay, nice side air there from Experience, putting Soul in a really bad spot.
Yeah,
Ryze
is super scary, super early in this game for Soul, especially on Demon Island here with the tiny sidewall. Stop side air. He's still got the damage, I believe, onto Ryze, but there was an interruption there from Soul.
I like this from Ryze, playing his role very well on the Kaya, realizing I'm not going to be getting the big hits, but I need to consistently follow up, and we see that there, even on unarmed. Soul with a very deep side air onto Fakey, or sorry, Experience, and Fakey getting hit with a side light there. Oh, some team damage, no KO though.
Yeah, didn't even send off screen, but that's because you do less damage and less force to your teammate as opposed to the enemy. Oh,
they got it like that?
on that. That was so
They got it like that. They got second at the last event. This is why. I remember now. I almost forgot. They got the conversions. Experience got the axe recovery, though, onto Ryze, closing that out. And look at the axe players.
Dude, I can't believe the timing on finding the D-Light on Spear after the side air from his teammate.
Like a million damage,
Three-fourths of the way across the stage. Dude, that's awesome.
I don't even know if that was necessary, but we'll take it for sure. Experience getting the side air, though. That was necessary to close out that stock on Soul. And Ryze getting juggled quite a bit there. Nice. I like the retaliation there with the unarmed end light. And Ryze immediately getting back to work on the bow, saying, I got you, Soul. Thanks for holding out for me.
Nice punish there from Experience off of the down air on the Lance that ended up going past Experience. Boom. Oh, now Experience taking a lot of damage. Almost gets hit by that down signature coming out from Ryze.
Would have been really bad. That nair into the other nair. That's going to be nice damage and unarming Experience as well. Experience one hit away, one KOing move away from losing this stock and getting forced on his last same fate as his teammate in Fakey. And Fakey's trying to play point here to keep Experience on his second stock. I don't know if it's going to find so much success. Downlight and Decider doesn't KO. Okay.
Stomp Cider on 3 different people from Experience.
450 damage. Ground pound there is going to put Ryze away, and the GC downlight almost connects into the recovery, but doesn't find it. Ryze going deep with the propeller ground pound. We avoided and the GC signature to call out Experience, not respecting the wall enough.
Oh, Fakey just barely getting through the end light from Soul's Lance. Whoa. Charging that one up, you saw Soul immediately dip the other direction. He's like, yep, no shot, I'm going to punish this. Nice little D-light into the side there from Ryze, and a great in-light. Ryze got sent to the left side, but Soul was there with the axe in-light, finding his way back on stage.
They couldn't go off to edge guard. Ryze was causing a lot of problems on the bow. We pick up a Lance now, so any stray side air will KO or a recovery. There's the down air from the side light. Experience in a bad spot. Fakey fighting back, though, with the side air onto Soul. Soul, can you make it back? Yes, you do!
He has the side air from Lance to get back, just like we saw some of the Onyx players earlier today using the cannon side air as well for the movement.
Okay, low team damage there. Okay, here's the blender, but doesn't get punished. Fakey getting a big pickup there. That's a 2-for-1 combo.
Oh,
doesn't hit the recovery,
drops it. That's so sad. I don't know if that would have been a KO off the top if he hit the top side of it, but it potentially could have been.
The blue team, like, this is your one hit away. This is crazy that they're holding on in this way. They haven't been hit yet by anything. That's the recovery onto Soul. Soul getting disarmed. Ryze can't find anything and loses their stock, and now leaving the 2v1. Gets the read on the dodge away with the downlight into recovery. And the blue team, both of them, far past 300 damage on them each, or 200 damage on them each, and hold on and win that game.
Yeah, holding on. That's the key to that game. They were white knuckling towards like the latter half of that game, because it started off potentially a little bit of rough patches throughout that game for them, but really they held on in the end and they brought it back in their favor. Because I was going to say, man, I'm potentially going to be kicking myself for not thinking about Ryze and Soul in my top 3. That still may be the case, don't get me wrong, but I have a little bit more confidence now and experience in Fakey after seeing them bring back that game.
Soul starting off unarmed, looking to get both of the red team members on a weapon quickly, and I like the strategy here. Now Experience taking some damage in an attempt to grab this weapon. They get a little bit of damage, but now the blue team even up on the arsenal here.
Oh, okay, that could set up. There's the weapon toss that's going to finish it off.
It's over. That's your stock gone. The downer as well. Experience having to recover. Gets the nair out. Doesn't even go for a chase dodge because he knew a ground pound would follow up as well.
It is crazy to see like a hammer nair hit there. You're like, whoa, I forgot that it can hit like behind you at that 45-degree angle above your head.
Hammer needs it.
All right, man. Okay, Thor player.
Okay, well, Thor needs it for sure. Sidelight into side air from Soul. They drop the conversion, and now the blue team You know, even after losing that stock very early and Experience's stock as well. I was going to say they look pretty good, but not so much anymore. Fakey taking the wall there, double exclamation points, having to burn all those resources to not risk taking too much damage. Experience with no dodge off stage. Okay, gets hit with a nair, and then a nice side air from Soul. Experience still in a really bad spot, gets hit with a downlight. Ryze in a bad spot as well. Soul goes off stage to save his teammate though, and he avoids the propeller ground pound. That's a big deal.
Man, Soul, okay, I was going to say, is he going to still be able to land?
And Fakey gets hit with the pogo very narrowly there, the very horizontal hitbox of that move sometimes. An Experience holding on to his first stock.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
They also, they still haven't taken out Ryze until just now. It's 4 stocks to 2. Experience and Fakey really far behind in this game.
I like that from Soul, getting that damage out, not letting your teammate get hit with the full hit of that Axe and Light. Sidelight into Nair, nice juggle state. Ryze getting hit with a ground pound as well, not wanting to burn a dodge at a risk of getting team comboed. Another Nair into ground pound. Ryze needs to start avoiding that at all costs. The damage is slowly leading in the blue team's favor here. They're down a stock, but they can make it happen here. Ryze in a bad spot. Soul as well getting hit with the Kaya Nair on the bow. The Cider.
Oh, dude, there's so much unanswered damage coming out from the blue team right now. Even that Cider that Soul hit is instantly answered with an N-Light from Experience.
Wow.
The DC on his own teammate, though, that gave the red team complete control over what happened to Experience next.
Optimal.
Nice.
D-Light, GC, N-Sig. Okay, that's another N-Sig from Ryze, though. Not enough to KO. Shades of the previous set we saw on stream. Downlight into, he missed the jump. That's supposed to be a Cider, but somehow his teammate assists him and gets him out of that. Gets the KO onto Ryze for hitting his own teammate.
Ooh. Oh, I didn't think that was going to be enough to do it. Experience basically has to play like the most perfect Brawlhalla anyone has ever played in this moment. And yeah, he knows it ain't going to happen. He wants to say GG, go next on that one, because it's not going to come out the way he wants it to.
Sometimes the most perfect thing to do is go to the next game.
Absolutely.
Keep the stamina high and go next. And we'll see that here for the blue team. But the red team, I think the really early KO kind of just like snowballed the game, but it got scary because the blue team go into the I'm not getting hit anymore mode, and if you're on last stock with them and it's coming down to just damage numbers and not stocks, you will lose that game. You will lose that race. And fortunately there for the red team, they both had an extra stock to work with, so all the unanswered damage was just for the blue team to even up the stock counts, and it just wasn't enough.
So we've seen a little bit of like what we call the Ulgrim cheese, which is like the Axe Insig, just because it's like that's what every Ulgrim player really wants to go for in the back of their mind, and you have to like rein yourself in to not go for the obvious move. But Soul was able to find the one last game and then the weapon toss follow-up. There is still the potential for some Taros cheese to come out here, but we haven't seen Experience really rip either Insig.
Avoiding the side air there, both of them dodging very appropriately. The blender comes out, Experience trying to interrupt Soul with the punish on his own Axe. Another blender from Ryze, GC, N-Light, and Soul getting a hit on Experience, forces him off stage unarmed. Fakey looking create some space for Experience. Experience makes it back, no harm, no foul, and even flips it with a downlight into side air onto Soul and Ryze. Soon to follow suit with that Nair juggling. Ryze in a terrible spot. The dodge in place doesn't get punished, and Soul fighting back, giving his teammate some time there. Just
sent a little bit too high for Soul to find the down heavy. If he would have jumped and done a GC down heavy, he would have hit. But that was just probably him seeing it at like the last moment and being like, I'm gonna throw out this without having the time to jump and GC. That's tough.
A ground pound comes out, and it's kind of a frame trap there. We see the N-Sig come out. Or the down stick come out from the Ulgrim.
Dude, they don't want to mess with Experience on the edge. Like, he's super red at that point, and Fakey's coming back in, so they have the man advantage for a little bit, but, like, they're just not messing with Experience on the edge, and I don't blame them.
Yeah, because the biggest name of the game for Experience is to, like, be really, really slow there and not try to get KO'd super early and give time for Fakey to pick up a weapon. Maybe we can get
Dude, we're going into, like, unanswered damage mode here.
Yeah, this is
bad. Especially for Experience.
It usually doesn't happen this early when the blue team popped their ult, but it's happening right now. That's the Cider from Soul to close out that stock. Very big deal. Fakey in a bad spot, getting hit with the downer there.
They'll mess with Fakey on the wall, but they don't mess with Experience on the wall. That's so funny.
No one got hit by any of the moves. That's absurd. Oh, the recovery disarms your own teammate. You get hit with a bow nair as well. And that's the Taros cheese you were talking about. And that's a straight KO. And the stock favor going to the blue team off of the back hitbox, the vertical back hitbox of that signature. I didn't even know it hit like that, man. That's crazy.
No, Taros needs it.
Oh, yeah.
Smiley face.
Yeah, for sure, bro. Recovery goes high there. Fakey getting disarmed, but a weapon is there to pick up, and Experience putting Soul in a bad spot. That downer sending him all the way off stage.
Down air. This time bouncing off the soft platform, and another down air. Oh my gosh. So much damage coming out from Experience. That's probably not going to KO because it's from center of the stage. They can't find anything on a Fakey either while Experience is coming back.
Side stick gets punished with a side air, but it doesn't KO somehow. That will be Fakey losing his stock, but Experience fights back there. Avoiding the end stick, gets in there for his troubles, but loses the stock in the end. And now the red team, we look to them to find similar form and not get hit. But as I say that, 2 signatures, 2 KOs, and at the end of the day, sometimes the simplest option is the best one. Just throw out the signature, find the KO, win the game.
Dude, Experience going crazy style in that game, doing major, major damage for his team.
That's
what
like
are the numbers
style
on that
for sure.
A 681
yeah,
damage.
That's Terra style, man.
Oh my gosh.
8 damage
almost
style.
300 damage more than his teammate of Fakey.
That's, yeah, I mean, that's the classic. We saw a lot of times where, like, sometimes because Axe's damage building tools don't send you far away, you're kind of getting hit by them and you're like, it's not a big deal. It's a big deal. It's like a lot of damage building constantly. And every time Experience lands with a down air and then hits you with side light, down light, it's so much damage swing.
We're just going to stick to Fortress of Lions here. It seems like neither team has a problem with this. I don't think anything that really happened here is stage dependent, or if it was, it's like it's kind of going the same way for both teams. Like both teams are able to use the soft platform very well. Neither of them are really struggling to get like a big wall versus a tiny wall. No one's really going onto the stage or anything like that.
Okay, that ground pound hitting.
He's going in.
A lot of chaotic moves here. Ryze getting hit with 2 hits of the down air there. The side air comes in. The down air onto Experience and Fakey, but somehow they come out on top again. And that could be the sign of the times. That could be really, really bad for the red team. We'll see if they have the comeback in them, but that's tough. Big lead for the blue team.
Yeah, that's definitely a really scary start to this one.
Build.
Because like Experience is super damaged, but like we could say the same thing about Experience last game, and he was able to survive for so long.
They're like taking turns with the wall, even though both can be on at the same time. Keeping that as tricky as possible to find the KO. Fakey in a bad spot, avoids the edge guard, goes low, tries to flip it onto Ryze there. Double exclamation points, almost triple there. Solka sending Fakey right back off stage. The end light will connect and find the KO. I like that they're not going too aggressive and go off stage. Just go for the end light and confirm the KO. Side light into down light. Let's get the party started. Experience getting juggled. Red team need to do something here.
Ryze just kind of floating around Experience, not finding any hits so far. He does get back over onto the main stage. Ryze still continuing to just like float around. Goes for the pickup for the follow-up of the neutral air, but it gets interrupted somehow. I think it's the person he was hitting got hit out of his neutral air before the actual second hit. Oh, side air on your teammates, splitting them up, but also sending them close to the blast zone, giving the man advantage for just a moment for the blue team. The side air even bouncing off the stage, still gonna have enough to KO, and the instant follow-up from blue, continuing the momentum in their favor.
Nice side air there onto Fakey. And the red team looking to fight back in any way they can. They need to find some KOs and find them fast because the blue team's damage build gets so scary. The extra credit builds up so quickly. So with getting hit with 2 downlights there, every bit of damage for the blue team is just icing on the cake as they look to win this game or win this set in game 4. Ryze and Soul, I mean, they're moving a lot, but they're not getting many big hits. That doesn't find the KO, neither does that downlight. And Soul now putting Fakey in a bad spot, dodging up and avoiding the side air. Fakey even fighting back with the spear, getting some nice damage there, but the recovery does find the KO. Ryze and Soul even up the stock count and look to force game 5.
Although I believe we're seeing exactly what happened when we were all on second stock earlier in this game. It was about the same damage spread between these two teams as well, and we obviously saw what happened after that. It was still Experience and Fakey taking both stocks of the red team before they lost their own. Oh, I thought we were seeing the insig. And when we did see the insig, I thought we were going to see it hit, but Ryze stuck on the wall like a frog.
Nair comes out, gets the down air off of Soul as well. Fakey taking some nice damage there for the red team.
No,
Experience almost getting, goes for the GC side light. If the down air hits, it would have been so bad. Side air sends Ryze off stage, no weapon. Experience picks up his axe, looking for these KO moves now. The damage is built up for it.
Oh, Fakey with a very bold move when everyone in this game is extremely damaged. It is still so close between these teams. Ryze and Soul have done a great job of bringing it back pretty close to even.
Weapon away.
Oh my gosh, there is a spot on the field. Can he get to it?
Oh, and
he still can't get to it. There's going to be a side stick. He's not able to do anything, PJ. Oh, he's just going to do it down. What are you doing? Gravity gets in the middle of the stage, burning your dodge. Now he's going to eat a side air and the weapon toss. Please, not like this. Not with a bang, but with a whimper, PJ. Oh no.
In the big moments, he throws his weapon away a lot. I don't like the call to throw the axe away. I know Lance is really good, but it's just not the call, and unfortunately there, we see it kind of fall apart. They looked really good. They were doing the same thing where they were evening up the stock. You mentioned it. Stock 2, they evened it up. It looked fine. Last